Are you concerned about your child's foot posture, but you have been told to leave it, wait and see, your child will grow out of it? Hi there, it's Neesha from My Favourite Physio. In today's video, I'm jumping in to talk about 3 common foot postures that should be seen and treated early for best outcomes for your child. So here at My Favourite Physio, we see lots of babies, toddlers, and children who come in with their parents because there's been a concern about their foot postures. And sometimes these children have been walking on their foot with a funny foot posture for so many years that it ends up being too late to correct the damage that has already happened to their foot bones. So the first common foot posture that parents are told to just leave because their little one will grow out of is toe walking. And unfortunately, many children don't grow out of toe walking. And if you look at this foot model, toe walking puts their foot bones in a very, very uncomfortable, unnatural posture. For some children, their toes are all turned in. For many children, their foot bones get really, really arched and points upwards, and some foot bones end up growing a little bit bigger on the top. But they also end up with very tight calf muscles, and often it's the toe bones that end up being very funny because it takes a lot of pressure. Toe walking can be very effectively corrected when they're little. We often do casting to their legs, and it's easier to have a little toddler with 2 below the knee casts than a school-age child wearing 2 below knee casts at school. So toe walking should be seen early rather than left alone for too long. Number 2, it's that collapsed foot, or what many parents will call duck-footed, where you find your little one is walking with the inside of their foot rolled in and their toes and feet turns outwards. So they look like a duck waddling outwards with their foot. Again, parents are told, don't worry, they've just started walking, your little one will grow out of it. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen. What happens is the inside foot bone collapses a lot when they walk. Their toes go outwards, and often they end up with a bunion on their big toe, where that big toe turns out and that bone gets very big. The bone on the inside of their foot ends up growing very big, and after a few years, we can't actually change that. Instead, if baby was seen early, all they may need is really simply good shoes that provide arch support that would help put their foot bones straight rather than turned out. So if you notice your little one is walking with their foot rolled in and toes pointing out, really have them seen by a pediatric physiotherapist as soon as possible. The third condition that you would sometimes see kids doing is they have their whole foot turned in, and so it's a little bit more foot pointing inwards, what parents might call pigeon toe. Sometimes it's actually a club foot that has been missed. Most severe club foot would have their foot completely turned in and they're walking on the outside border of their foot. Those feet would often be picked up early as babies at the hospital. But it is the mild turned in foot, club foot, that often is missed. And again, a club foot is a structural problem with the foot bones, a tight calf muscle, and the most effective way to get that treated is to treat it early. This needs to be done as soon as possible, and really ideally done literally in the first week of their life. It is a long process to correct club foot, and it's a specific technique that needs to be done. Leaving it alone actually places your child at more difficulties in terms of the foot bone changes that happens, as well as the muscle changes that happens. So if you're out there and you're concerned about your little one's foot posture, What you should do is to ring us here at My Favourite Physio, speak to one of our expert pediatric physiotherapists. The number to ring is 02-9790-4233. And if you know somebody out there who's worried about their child's foot posture, why don't you like and share this video with them? Until next time, have a fantastic day. Bye.